Guyana is our country, our motherland, beautiful and free, and it's here for you and me. So let's come together, one for all, making her proud. Let's heed the call and sing this song out loud.
Throw away the grudge and leave it at the gate. Throw away your prejudice, start a new slate. Throw away racism, intolerance and hate. Let's build a new Guyana from today. Open your hearts and open up your ears, open your eyes. Let harmony come in, open your windows and open up the doors.
Thank you for being here for the official launch of ERC's Harmony Campaign 2019. I'm your host for this evening. My name is Rennie Chester. I'm the head of public education and awareness for ERC. And with me, co-hosting this evening, is the beautiful Mistress Nadine Luthers Williams, who is one of our program officers at the ERC. With respect to all religion, I would like to invite you once more to stand, for those who are sitting, for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. This evening, it brings me great privilege to introduce this gentleman, to bring you the welcome, your official welcome, who I believe has shown exemplary leadership as he has assumed that role of chairman of ERC. My sources have told me that had he not been so active in the church, he would have been a formidable batsman for the West Indies cricket team.
That's why he's doing his place.
My sources have also told me that he usually answers his phone at all times, except for when the West Indies cricket team is in a deficit. Then it goes to voicemail. This evening, it brings me great honor to introduce to you Reverend Dr. John Smith, Chairman of the ERC, to bring you the official welcome. Let's welcome him.
Thank you, Rennie. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, and may I begin by saying a happy new year to you. I didn't get any response. And from where I come from, we always have interactive and interaction, and you're free to say amen. I want to welcome especially the former chairman of the ERC, Bishop Van Edgen. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. And your presence here means a lot to us. Because the ERC, or as I call it, the second coming of the ERC, we've been tasked with trying to ensure there's harmony in Guyana. And you know that that is a difficult task, given the number of races and the different positions people take. But our appeal is that you're also stakeholders in this nation, and that's why we have you here. So we appeal to you and we help you to share the message that we are one Guyanese nation. So we want to welcome you, and as you follow along in the program, we trust that you will receive the information that you need to get so you can be better informed and help to work with us together for harmony in the nation. I noticed the chairman spoke about what I might have been, but I just discovered I'm wearing a red tie, and these days red ties are not really acceptable in certain arenas. But it's just by accident I forgot when I put on a red tie. It has no significance. I am not building any wall. We're here to help you understand the role of the ERC so that we together can work, that this nation can go forward, especially in 2019. In spite of what might be in the air, let's work together. So welcome, 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 and I trust you will enjoy the evening together. So I thank you for coming.
To give you now a brief overview of the materials to be launched is Chairman of the Media, Public Relations and Projects Subcommittee within the Ethnic Relations Commission and Commissioner Nias Subani.
Thank you, Nadine. Before I start, Renee was attempting to explain the purpose of the cocktail tables. It is to attract gathering and interaction as well. So that is why we did not put a lot of chairs. So we want to apologize for that. Honorable Dr. George Norton, Minister of Social Cohesion and representative of President David Granger, Ministers of Government, and I'm seeing a few of them. If I miss any, I want to apologize in advance. I'm seeing the Honorable Annette Ferguson, am I right? The Honorable Amna Ali, the Honorable Dr. Karen Cummins, the Honorable Dr. Nicolette Henry. If I've missed any again, I want to apologize. And former President and Prime Minister, I want to recognize you, Mr. Samuel Hines. Honorable Bishop Wanajil, representing the opposition, members of Parliament, His Worship the Mayor, Pandit Ubraj Narain, members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of the other constitutional commissions, representatives of civil society, members of the media, chairmen and commissioners, brothers and sisters. This evening is a very special one for the ERC, as it marks the culmination of collective efforts, the fruits of which are about to be presented to you. It is themed an educational campaign for harmony, and while there's a hint of the word campaign in a different form, we hope that the word harmony will be foremost in that. That aside, allow me to briefly put into context what this evening represents. Only 11 months ago, the Commission was reconstituted, and 2 months after that, it officially began working. By that time, monies for 2018 were already approved in 2017. What was available did not cater for the commissioners and the implementation of desired projects. Months after, the Commission was successful in getting a supplementary to allow for the realization of some of those projects. Of course, there was a catch. We had a very narrow window of time to spend that money before the 31st of December 2018. What ensued, and looking back now I can say, was an exciting and busy period of long hours of meetings, developing and finalizing concepts, designs, and final production. This was simultaneous with the Commission's engagements with stakeholders in various parts of the country. When that is taken into consideration, challenging could be an alternative word to describe what the Commission faced in the latter part of 2018. That in itself was a source of motivation, for all involved rose selflessly to the challenge. In the end, this is what is expected of us by all Guyanese. We are pleased to have all of you here, having taken time out from your demanding schedules to share this moment and what the Commission will present. We remain very hopeful that you will find what will be unveiled both relevant and inspiring to the fundamental task that the Commission is constitutionally mandated to execute, which is the promotion of harmony and good relations across the country. I am privileged to be asked to head the Media, Public Relations and Projects Subcommittee, which spearheaded the projects for this evening's launch. Allow me to recognize and commend the efforts of the other members of that subcommittee. Commissioner Haji Roshan Khan is here, and Commissioner Barrington Braffett. I'm not certain if he's arrived. We could not have done it alone. And I would also like to recognize and commend the Public Education and Awareness Unit, headed by Mr. Rennie Chester, his staff, of which Nadine is one. There's Jennifer Passad, Abiola Chappelle, Esther Robinson, and the Public Relations Officer, Mr. Shiv Nandalal. I would also like to recognize the unwavering support and trust the Chairman, along with the other commissioners, placed in us, and the supporting efforts of the CEO, Ms. Yvonne Langevin, and her staff. From the inception, the Commission knew and accepted that pivotal to the delivery of its constitutional mandate is education. The Commission firmly believes that education brings understanding. Understanding brings appreciation. Appreciation builds tolerance, which in turn is vital to the promotion of harmony. While this is expected to be taught to the young ones, they will need examples to be set for them. That speaks to the endeavor of trying to change certain mindsets and inculcate new ones. While it is believed to be difficult, it's not impossible, and it has to start at some point. There have been ongoing efforts over the many years by various entities with a common goal of helping to realize what is enshrined in our national motto. Some have and continue to question the impact of those efforts. In doing so, we must also ask the possible impact of not having those efforts. This evening, those efforts continue through this small contribution by the Commission. It will manifest in video advertisements, posters, billboards, brochures, a harmony challenge, a unity song, and theater, still believed to be the potent medium for social messaging. We believe that the messages are pertinent, captured in simple forms, and are suitable for both the traditional and new media. As a Commission, we will work to ensure that the posters reach public offices and schools, the videos be prominent on various television stations and social media, for the song to be thoroughly promoted and to be, as they say, on the lips of all Guyanese, for the Harmony Challenge to be taken by all, especially those who have an influence in society, and the images of that challenge be taken with a caption, "I took the Harmony Challenge," be highlighted in mainstream media and proliferated on social media. The Harmony Passport is intended for us to travel with harmony and to demonstrate a passing grade of efforts to so promote. The play becomes a general reflection of society on sensitive issues which we may be inclined to avoid, but which must be addressed by each other in the quest for national harmony, underscoring why we cannot afford to be disunited. Admission is free, and we encourage all to make efforts to attend. While it is an ERC production, I believe there is room for collaboration with corporate Guyana for a possible extension of the performances. It should be noted that the background music for the videos you will see are original and composed specifically for the purpose by Birchmore Simon of Cross Color Studios. His efforts and that of the videographers, editors Dionarain Chand and Asafo Jones are also recognized and commended. It is the Commission's fervent hope that through you and the various organizations you represent, especially the media, these messages will be found, you will find these messages useful, and that they will reverberate across the country to put us on track to be within reaching distance of national harmony and good relations. The Commission is also motivated by the tremendous encouragement from Guyanese across the country who welcome the ERC, who believe in its relevance, and who want it to succeed. While the Commission is comprised of only 10 commissioners, for this to work, all Guyanese in every square foot of this country must be seen as commissioners with the mandate to promote harmony. We believe the materials from this launch will be good resources to support the efforts of the hundreds of thousands of commissioners of this, our dear land. Technology that aid our fingers give us more opportunities to spread the messages. The Commission can only hope that the messages will be heeded, so the impact will not only be positive, but increase with time. Our people deserve it, our country deserves it, and our future deserves it. Thank you.
I know that Commissioner Saban would have given a panoramic view of everything that we have been working on, and we have been steadfastly working on those things. Sleepless nights to be able to be here to share with you these campaigns. But I want to start with first the launching of our website. We recently have revamped our website, and it's spanking, I can say it, and I will let you determine the differentiation of that website. So, ladies and gentlemen, our new website at the Ethnic Relations Commission.
Together, we can go forward. Join the efforts of the ERC in promoting harmony and good relations across Guyana.
Join the efforts of the ERC in promoting harmony and good relations across Guyana.
I am a Guyanese.
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 I am a Guyanese. These are my brothers and sisters. Guyana is our home. We all belong to this land.
Let's respect and learn from each other.
And remove barriers that can divide us.
Let's all do our part
To build a unified Guyana.
There is strength in unity. Guyana, many cultures, one country.
I race you up the hill. Good.
How can we get these bags up this hill?
Let's empty it.
Great idea!
Sometimes reaching a goal means having to leave some weight behind. Let's leave this baggage behind to reach our national goal of togetherness and free ourselves from prejudices so that our nation and all of us can reach new heights. Join the efforts of the Ethnic Relations Commission in promoting harmony and good relations across Guyana.
The Ethnic Relations Commission, as agreed to by all political parties in Parliament,
is mandated by the Constitution of Guyana to promote harmony and good relations across the country.
This is not a task the Commission can do alone.
With 24 constitutional functions, it needs your help and that of all Guyanese.
To do all we can to shed prejudice and continue to build tolerance.
So as to eliminate racial strife and racial discrimination from our society.
Our country needs all of us to do his or her part,
so that unity can flourish
and hatred and divisiveness banished.
The ERC invites you to join in its efforts.
as we work together to promote harmony.
Many cultures, one country.
Join the efforts of the ERC in promoting harmony and good relations across Guyana.
This evening, our commission also takes great delight in launching our Harmony Challenge, a challenge that will be taken to every region within the country. Taking the challenge today will be our chairman, Bishop Dr. John Smith, the Honorable Minister of Social Cohesion, Dr. George Norton, and the Honorable Member of Parliament, Juan Edgel. For those of you who also wish to take this challenge, you can do so at the end of our formal program at our social media booth at the back of the room.
I am committed to harmony and unity. I will do my part to build Team Guyana. I dare you to do the same.
Thank you. Now the Honorable George Norton, Dr. George Norton, will take his challenge.
I am committed to harmony and unity. I will do my part to build Team Guyana. I dare you to do the same. Many culture, one country.
Thank you, the Honorable Juan Edgel.
I am committed to harmony and unity. I will do my part to build Team Guyana. I dare you to do the same. Many cultures, one country.
Thank you. I'd like to turn your attention to the easels lined to the front of the room, where we will be unveiling our posters. To unveil our first poster, called Tolerance, I would like to invite the Chairman of the Ethnic Relations Commission and the Honorable Dr. George Norton, Minister of Social Cohesion, to unveil that poster.
Guyana is our country, our motherland beautiful and free, and it's here for you and me. So let's come together.
And the name of that poster is Tolerance. To unveil the second poster, I'll ask Chairman to remain. And I'll invite the Honorable Juan Edgel to unveil the second poster, and that is called Legacy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's work together and build it. Let's work together, it's where we live in a land so great and free. Let's make it a better country. Let's work together for all to see. We can live in harmony.
The play embodies us, as its name refers. Our dual personality, in that we live and that we argue, in that politics invokes things that sometimes and many times separate us. The play will invoke in you anger, pleasure, and in the conclusion, I can foresee a greater understanding of ourselves. This dispensation of the ethnic relations has found that the arts can be, as it has been proven, can be a permanent weapon for goodness. It can tell our stories and bring us out of the private loneliness of pondering what we are. When we see ourselves, we can identify with the actors. We can say, yes, I know a guy that thinks like that. Yeah, and I know this other guy too, from down at Border. He's lying by a corner. And that is where this play will take us. I saw, and I could not help but notice the responses from the audience when you saw the PSAs and the actors doing. I'm a commissioner of the Ethnic Relations Commission, but I'm also an artist. And I'm glad that our actors and our art have resonated with you, because I'm also an activist for copyright that would empower us, and it is one of the human rights that we, the creative people of this country, require and must have. Thank you.
I'd like to now invite once more the cast of I Must Play, writer of the play, Commissioner Nias Saban, and some of the children that were part of our PSA to unveil the final poster.
Let's play, let's laugh together. We are multicultural. Let's respect color, creed, and race. Let's embrace each other now and ensure each has a place in this melting pot we call our homeland. Open your hearts and open up your ears, open your eyes. Let harmony come in, open your windows and open up the doors.
For the first time in the life of the Ethnic Relations Commission, I'm pleased to let you know, as you would have heard before, we now have our own unity song, and it's entitled Let Harmony Come In. And to do a live performance for you this evening are the original artists, Mark Ferdinand and Tashawn Kurt. Let's welcome them.
Guyana is our country, our motherland beautiful and free, and it's here for you and me. So let's come together, one for all, making her proud. Let's hear the call and sing this song out loud.
Throw away the grudge and leave it at the gate. Throw away your prejudice, start a new stage. Throw away your ears, open your eyes. Let harmony come in, open your windows, and open up the doors, open up for all of us to wait. Open up, let harmony come in.
Let's come together and build it. Let's come together, it's where we live, in a land so great and free. Let's make it a better country. Let's come together for all to see. We can live in harmony.
Let's work, let's build, let's play, let's laugh together. We are multicultural, let's respect color, creed, and race. Let's embrace each other now and ensure each has a place in this melting pot we call our homeland. Open your hearts and open up your ears, open your eyes. Let harmony come in, open your windows and open up the doors, open up for all of us to wait. Open up, let harmony come in. Open your hearts and open up your ears, open your eyes. Let harmony come in, open your windows and open up the doors, open up for all of us to wait. Open up, let harmony come in.
You would agree that it's a nice and passionate song. Let harmony come in. The song was written by our very own Commissioner Nia Suban, composed and produced by Virtual Simon out of Cross Color Records, and it was performed by, well, you've seen it just now, by Mark Ferdinand and Tashana Court. Bringing to us brief remarks on behalf of the Leader of the Opposition is Member of Parliament, the Honourable Juan Edgell.
My respected elders and esteemed brothers and sisters, Guyanese brothers and sisters, let me begin by, first of all, congratulating the chairman and commissioners and their hard-working staff. Obviously, what we have seen here tonight is a step in the right direction, and it is as a result of thinking people making a necessary intervention in what has been a problem in our nation for many, many years. So to the Ethnic Relations Commission, both at the level of the commissioners and the staff, I would like to start by offering you heartfelt congratulations on this effort and this initiative this evening. Secondly, let me offer an apology for the absence of Dr. Barjagio, the leader of the opposition, who did confirm that he will attend and wanted to be here, but I'm sure it's no secret that during yesterday and today, his role as General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party is demanding, because they are presently considering the choosing of the presidential candidate. They went late into the night last night and would not have been completed in time for him to be here at 6 o'clock. I would have been here as an invitee, and he has asked me to represent him. Moral suasion is very important. Voluntary compliance. If we're going to see behavior change in Guyana, It has to start with individuals making decisions and choices, because our life or our lives are the sum total of choices that we make. And as Guyanese, we must determine if we want to be a people that are miles apart, or we are working towards our nation's motto, where we are coming from different cultures, different religions, different worldviews, different socialization. We still have major problems with class in Guyana. We still have major problems with rural and urban. And we have to come from all of those standpoints and come together so that we can truly be one people, one nation, and one destiny. Because I think that is the desire of every Guyanese in this room tonight. We would, however, like to also, while we congratulate and say that we stand fully in support of the Ethnic Relations Commission as a constitutional body to carry out its full mandate, its public education and awareness activities should never be a standalone on its agenda. Because in the functions that were unveiled tonight by the commissioners, and it's now in poster form, beautifully done, congratulations, it demands of the Ethnic Relations Commission that it don't just educate, but it monitor and it investigates, whether on its own accord or based upon complaints that are made. And I believe in our country, with all that is happening, this is a good time tonight, if we're going to promote harmony and good relations, for us to ask of the Ethnic Relations Commission to enhance its diligence and monitoring, and even extend that to social media. Because I've noticed that you're using your social media platform even to promote your educational work, which is commendable and highly laudable. But we must also monitor what is taking place on the social media, because a lot of what is taking place there can interfere with harmony and good relations in our country. And I mean that in the sense from all sides, whether it is bigoted views that are being sent across about one's race, religion, culture, where they come from, and who they associate with, what they look like. We have to deal with those issues. So while you promote your agenda of promoting harmony and good relations, which is extremely important, we have to go in that direction as well. I'm reminded of a story about a mother who was getting an afternoon nap, and the children were fighting. And as they hit one another, they would go to wake mommy up to complain, "Mommy, this person hit me," or "that person hit me." And then she would say, "Shh, be quiet. Quiet, I want to sleep, be quiet." And of course, when the ruckus broke out in a real fight, she got up to bring peace. We have to ask ourselves in Guyana, what do we want? Quiet or justice? And this is the big issue. Oftentimes when the noises rise, we try to say quiet. But we ignore the complaints, we ignore the irritants, we ignore the real issues that are affecting and are eating away at the fabric of our society. I stand here tonight on behalf of the leader of the opposition and the parliamentary opposition, the People's Progressive Party Civic, to commit to you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners of the Ethnic Relations Commission, and the people of Guyana, that we will work with you to do everything that is possible to ensure that our society heals, our country moves forward, and the baggage that we carried of yesteryear is left behind, that we all can be people. And like the sign that I had in my office, I'm sure the new commissioners who went in saw it. If you are pleased, we are Guyanese. Thank you very much and good evening.
Thank you, Honorable Bishop Juan Edgel. Bringing our next brief remark would be a representative of the government, Honorable Dr. George Norton. Please help me welcome him.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Benny Chester, Head Public Education Awareness Unit of the Ethnic Relations Commission, Co-Chair, Ms. Nadine Williams, Ministers of the Government, Members of Parliament, former Prime Minister Mr. Samuel Hines, Chairman of the Ethnic Relations Commission, Reverend Dr. John Smith, His Worship the Mayor, Pandit Narayan, members of the Diplomatic Corps, commissioners of the Ethnic Relations Commission, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. I greet you all for this not so new year on behalf of His Excellency President David Arthur Granger, and would like to express his gratitude to you all, and especially the commissioners, for your best wishes to him and your expressed desire for his full recovery. I'm honored to be his designated representative at this launch of Harmony Educational Campaign and reception, and to give brief remarks. This evening, we are encouraged by the developmental steps in that important area of communication and public relations undertaken by the Ethnic Relations Commission in the launching of the Harmony Educational Campaign. We are all aware that the Ethnic Relations Commission has a constitutional mandate to promote harmony and good relations across the length and breadth of Guyana. We all, at different times, in different ways, consciously or unconsciously, have been involved in this mandate, starting within our homes and our own families, making respectful choices, learning the value of creating friendships at home and outside of home, more so with diverse groups, appreciating the importance of fostering understanding of differences among and within social groups, showing ways to empathize and recognizing what it means to be a part of a community. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the vision of the Ministry of Social Cohesion. Guyana, as we all know, is a multicultural society, hence a diverse country. And notably, we are a caring people, which makes our diversities our strength. It is the vision of the government of Guyana, as expounded by His Excellency President David Granger, that we unite together to build a socially cohesive Guyana that all Guyanese can benefit. I wish to posit here my respectful audience, that for this to materialize, harmony is an important ingredient and one of the most powerful components of harmony that unites us at the core is music. So I'm happy to see that the Ethnic Relations Commission has developed a unity song, along with its public service announcements, brochures, posters, and billboards. This commission has certainly embarked, like never before, on a developmental trajectory in promoting harmony in our dear land of Guyana. I endorsed this educational campaign, especially the unveiling of its new website. We all bear witness that education is a key element as we encourage activities that promote harmony in our country. The Ministry of the Presidency, Department of Social Cohesion, Culture, Youth and Sports, in this regard, and in keeping with its vision, has introduced a signature event labeled Harmony Village annually to encourage civil society, government ministries, and other entities to demonstrate what harmony means for all of us. I believe that it is in the interest of all of us as Guyanese to embrace the process of promoting peace and harmony. I bid you, the Ethnic Relations Commission, great success. And I remind you as I close of the quote from the great William Shakespeare, "When love speaks, the voice of all gods makes heaven drowsy with harmony." I thank you very much.
Let's celebrate the things that connects us and not the things that divide us. Stop racial hate. Let us love and communicate. These are two of the harmony messages of the many that we have found in our harmony passport. And each of you will be getting one of these to take home. I would like to also remind you that you can check out our new website at www.erc.org.gy. And also, we have recently launched a PR TV show, and it's called Harmony Buzz. So you will be seeing that Harmony Buzz every single month, where we will capture the works of the Ethnic Relations Commission throughout the length and breadth of Guyana. I would like to also encourage you to follow us on Facebook. We're Ethnic Relations Commission, on Instagram, ERC Guyana, and we have also our very own YouTube channel, Ethnic Relations Commission. At this time, I would like to ask that Mr. Shiv Nandalan, who is the Public Relations Officer for ERC, to bring you the vote of thanks. Mr. Nandalan.
Good evening, everyone, and best wishes for 2019. Honorable Minister of Social Cohesion, Dr. George Norton, who is representing President David Granger, other ministers of the government, Member of Parliament, Bishop Wanejil, representing Leader of the Opposition, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, members of the Diplomatic Corps, other members of Parliament, His Worship, the Mayor, Pandit Yuvraj Narain, Chairman of the Ethnic Relations Commission, Reverend Dr. John Oswald Smith, Deputy Chairman, Major General, retired Norman McLean, other commissions of the ERC, representatives of other constitutional commissions, representatives of civil society, members of the media, other distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a privilege and a great pleasure for me to extend a vote of thanks to all those who have contributed in one way or the other to make this occasion a success. First, let me thank the two guest speakers, Honorable Dr. George Norton, representing Dr. President David Granger, and Member of Parliament Bishop Juan Edgel, representing Leader of the Opposition. To you, our guests, we value your decision to take the time off to attend and witness tonight's proceedings. Of note, the staff of the Pegasus gave us their full cooperation, especially for the late adjustments, and they deserve our gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, the companies and individuals who offered their services for the production of the TV commercials, posters, and other awareness material worked hard to meet deadlines, and I want to recognize them for their efforts. I would also like to thank the singers, Mark Ferdinand and Tashana Court, along with the music composer Borchmore Simon of Cross Color Records. Members of the ERC's Media and Public Relations and Projects Subcommittee also played a critical role in the brainstorming sessions. They worked long hours to ensure the products reached the desired expectation and to finally sanction the materials unveiled this evening. Chairman of ERC's Media and Public Relations Committee, Commissioner Nia Saban, Commissioner Barrington Braffett, and Commissioner Roshad Khan steered the process and offered invaluable and pertinent advice. They were a driving force. Mr. Rennie Chester, head of ERC's Public Education and Awareness Unit, rose to the challenge and devoted extra time and effort to ensure a smooth process. Staff of the unit also came together and were motivated to realize this finished product. In fact, staff of all departments of the ERC rendered assistance for the task at hand. I want to thank them all for their efforts. Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Yvonne Langevine, also gave her unwavering support and commitment. Our gratitude is extended to members of the media as well for their firm support and for being part of this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just a few days into the new year. Thank you for being first witnesses of this countrywide initiative of the Ethnic Relations Commission, the ERC. Best wishes once again for 2019. Thank you.
Guyana is our country, our motherland, beautiful and free, and it's here for you and me. So let's come together, one for all, making her proud. Let's heed the call and sing this song out loud.
Throw away the grudge and leave it at the gate. Throw away your prejudice, start a new slate. Throw away racism, intolerance and hate. Let's build a new Guyana from today. Open your hearts and open up your ears. Open
together and build it. Let's work together, it's where we live, in a land so great and free. Let's make it a better country. Let's work together for all to see. We can live in harmony.
Let's work, let's build, let's play, let's laugh together. We are multicultural, let's respect color, creed, and race. Let's embrace each other now and ensure each has a place in this melting pot.
Guyana is our country, our motherland, beautiful and free, and it's here for you and me. So let's come together, one for all, making her proud. Let's heed the call and sing this song out loud.
Throw away the grudge and leave it at the gate. Throw away your prejudice, start a new slate. Throw away racism, intolerance, and hate. Let's build a new Guyana from today. Open your hearts and open up your ears, open your eyes. Let harmony come in, open your windows and open up the doors. Open up for all of us to win. Open up, let harmony come in.
Let's work together and build it. Let's work together, it's where we live, in a land so great and free. Let's make it a better country. Let's work together for all to see. We can live in harmony.
Let's work, let's build, let's play, let's laugh together. We are multicultural, let's respect color, creed, and race. Let's embrace each other now and ensure each has a place in this melting pot we call our